I have been hesitant to say much about what is happening in the conflict between Israel and Hamas. The reason is I find it hard to accuse Israel, whose population still has tens of thousands of Holocaust survivors and over 1 million second generation survivors, of committing genocide itself. But it's getting harder and harder to deal with that. Let's look at why that accusation is made. Bombing of Gaza, tens of thousands dead, many of them women and children. The complete annihilation of hospitals, schools, and infrastructure, meaning that those who are still there are living a dystopian nightmare. Widespread starvation has resulted by Israeli blocking access to food, fuel, and humanitarian aid, leading to acute hunger and malnutrition among Gaza civilians. Critics, including the UN Commission, the Human Rights Watch, and the Geneva Convention, accuse Israel of using starvation as a weapon. And Amnesty International says this is the textbook definition of genocide. These charges are hard to deny, but sometimes it seems that everyone has forgotten the original sin. On October 7th, 2023, Hamas, which has controlled the Gaza Strip since 2007, attacked Israel, killing 1,195 people in sometimes the most horrendous ways, killing whole families and taking around 250 hostages, some of whom died in captivity, some of whom are still being held. That doesn't mean that Israel is justified in committing atrocities, but it does mean they probably look at it differently than someone who hadn't lost a parent or a grandparent due to blind anti-Semitism. Proportionate to population, the attack by Hamas against Israel on October 7th, 2023, was 12 times greater than the Al-Qaeda attack at the World Trade Center. 2,977 people died on 9/11. What if that total had been 35,000? We know how we responded. How much worse would it have been? Benjamin Netanyahu, an avid hawk, is in charge right now, and he is determined to destroy the last remnants of Hamas and take over Gaza. And according to recent polling, he has the strong backing of the Israeli people. The polls showed that 87% of Israeli Jews support Netanyahu's conduct of the war, and according to a poll by Hebrew University, 64% of Israelis agree with the statement, "There are no innocent people in Gaza." I'm pretty sure Gazans feel the same way toward Israelis. So it's two cultures, neighbors, who hate each other and are engaged in a war of total annihilation. How will it end? We don't know. But what we do know is that when Trump said he'd be a peacemaker and unifier and said he would stop all wars, that was in his second inauguration, that was a lofty goal. When does that start, Mr. President?